I am making avocado brownies today. It sounds a little bit weird, but I'm using the avocados for the fat, which is gonna cut the butter or oil in half and create this really moist, creamy texture in the brownie. So I'm gonna start by using some chocolate. I use semi-sweet chocolate, and I'm gonna actually start with some butter to help that chocolate melt. I'm putting this into a double boiler so that we make sure not to burn the chocolate. But I really wanna emphasize the chocolate flavor in here. A good way to do that is with some espresso powder. And you can see that's melting together really nicely. It'll loosen up that chocolate and make it easy to pour. I have a stand mixer here fitted with a whisk attachment. So I'm gonna get my avocado in there and then 2 whole eggs. Give that a little mix. I really don't want to incorporate any air into this, I just want to combine it. So then I'm gonna go ahead and dump my light brown sugar in here. Go ahead and just sort of cream that all together. Normally when you cream something, you're creaming butter and sugar. In this case, we're creaming avocado and sugar, but it's gonna sort of give you the same consistency. And then I can go ahead and add cocoa powder. When you add cocoa powder, it tends to get everywhere, so I start on a low speed. And then I can add vanilla extract, some salt, and I don't use kosher salt like I do in savory cooking. I use iodized salt. It's a finer salt texture and it doesn't give you that crystallized salt crunch. Now I can go ahead and add this melted chocolate mixture here. Get that combined. This is a really, really simple recipe, and I love that half of the fat of the butter has been swapped out for avocado. All right, good to go. So I'm gonna go ahead and actually dump all of this flour in at once, scoop up from the bottom, fold over the top, transfer every last drop of this into a lined baking dish. Get it nice and even so that it cooks evenly. And then what sort of is gonna make this a little bit different and interesting, I have some tahini here. And I'm just gonna sort of drizzle that on top, and I'm gonna take the handle of a spoon and just sort of drag it through. I have some toasted white sesame seeds that I'm gonna garnish this with. This is now gonna go into a preheated 350-degree oven for 25 minutes. I've let these cool out of the oven for about 45 minutes. They're cool to just above room temperature. I want it to be easy to cut them, and really in order to do that, they need to be on the cool side. I'm gonna cut this into 9 pieces, sort of run a little offset spatula underneath them. You can see how deliciously fudgy those are. So good, right? I'm actually kind of blown away at how delicious these are. You get a little bit of texture and nuttiness from those sesame seeds. At this point, these might be the only brownies I ever make from this point forward. These are delicious.